Uno, dos, tres, Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I had to say that. I just had to let it out. I'm sorry. I just had to let it. But ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in a very long time, obviously your boy is smiling, happy. It's a nice Sunday right now, and I have had a good weekend for the first time in my life, probably after the trauma of Barcelona obviously giving us. But anyways, that doesn't matter. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I sit here and say that I feel bad for my rival. I swear to God, I feel bad for my rival. How am I saying this in a very calm way? I feel bad for my rival because what I saw, I just sat there and said, if we are getting that Barcelona on October 26th in the El Clasico, we are running over that team so easily and in a calm way. It's just unbelievable. This was the worst Barcelona has ever looked in the past 1 year and a half. And I genuinely mean that. They ate 4 goals from Sevilla, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the downfall of Barcelona, like I said, is probably happening. And I will be sat here, not only laughing, no, not like that, but I will be sitting here and saying what went wrong in Barcelona's game, because I am genuinely feeling bad. First mistake, ladies and gentlemen, Araujo. Yeah, that's literally it, Araujo. Ladies and gentlemen, Araujo was out there hugging like a cute teddy bear, like, you know, a child hugging a cute teddy bear before sleeping, right? This brother was out there hugging Sevilla players. Why are you hugging him? And Araujo's brother had the audacity to go on social media and say that, oh, that was Araujo's fault right there. You losing to PSG, was it Araujo's fault? Because obviously Araujo did not play that game, right? But hey, Araujo's brother, how about you post another story? Because this game was purely Araujo's fault in my opinion. Giving away a stupid penalty is unbelievable. In the PSG review game, right, I went at Kobarsi saying that he is not experienced enough. He's a good defender, but age and everything and physicality, he just doesn't have the experience, right, to be a defender. And Araujo should have played that game, right? But ladies and gentlemen, I am turning everything because I probably have the biggest jinx of all time, man, because Araujo just had a stinker. He started over Kobarsi and obviously he had an absolute stinker this game, man. Ladies and gentlemen, just awful performance, not only from Araujo, but the entirety of Barcelona, man. Second thing that happened, Roony Bardghji. Oh my god, I might actually be the biggest jinx on planet Earth. Roony Bardghji, ladies and gentlemen. The guy I praised the entire season in the preseason, obviously, saying how dangerous that brother was. That brother was moving like Messi in the preseason, but whatever happens in the preseason stays in the preseason. Ladies and gentlemen, Roony Bardghji not only missing one shot which could have made in the 80th minute, which could have gave Barcelona the tying scoreline, and obviously if they tied, you know Barcelona is going to complete that remontada and bring the third goal, but he missed in front of goal. And second shot that Roony Bardghji has missed, yet another one at the 89th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Roony Bardghji with a dangerous chance does not score that chance. Those are chances that you need to score, Roony Bardghji. Maybe this is where age showed its thing here, because in a tough game like this, with this amount of pressure at an away game, Roony Bardghji could not handle the pressure, and those chances you should be scoring, Roony Bardghji, and you did not score because you just pulled not only one Olmos but 2 Danny Olmos right there. Third mistake and what went wrong, ladies and gentlemen, the best TikTok creator of all time. Yes, if you asked me 2 weeks ago if he is my best TikTok creator of all time, I would sit there and punch you in the face, but nope. Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite TikTok creator, Lewandowski, the guy who in useless games he performs, but when it matters he never performs. Ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona fans, come here, let me just speak to you. You say penalty for Real Madrid. And penalty for Real Madrid has been a thing for literally, generally every single game this season. But don't depress me, let me laugh here. Ladies and gentlemen, at least we score our penalties. Barcelona fans, at least we score our penalties. Do you know how hard it is to score penalties? Ask Lewandowski. Oh my god, Lewandowski. All jokes aside, obviously, Lewandowski, you cannot be missing that. When you talk about Roony Bardghji saying that he missed 2 shots in front of goal because of his age, right? He's a bit not too experienced, he cannot handle pressure because he is genuinely, what, 18 to 19 years old, right? But you, Lewandowski, who should be an example to those players in the locker room. You, Lewandowski, who should be the experienced player, who should handle every single pressure because god damn, you won everything in football, for the love of God. But what happens? At 38, 39, almost 40, almost 50 years old, Lewandowski misses in front of the goal, not even hitting the target, ladies and gentlemen. What an example to the youth. You know, Roony Bardghji probably looked at you, Lewandowski, and was like, that's what I should do when I come on. Okay, you know, I'm going to do that. Lewandowski, club's legend, I'm going to do exactly that, and he went and missed 2 shots. Lewandowski, how do you always do this? Why am I getting mad? I'm not a Barcelona fan, relax. How does Lewandowski not score those chances, man? I'm sorry, there is genuinely no excuse. I cannot give you an excuse. I cannot say you're inexperienced. I cannot say that it's because of your age. I cannot say that, man. Let down your team. You let down your teammates in that attack. Rashford, obviously, who has been having an unbelievable form, man. 12 games, 4 assists, or no, I think 4 assists and 5 goals, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, the assist coming from Pedri as well. You letting down not only Rashford, but Pedri as well, man. If this is not the biggest sign that Barcelona genuinely, desperately need a striker, then I don't know what to tell you. Because Ferran Torres playing this game as a left winger, I'm sorry, but he is not him. Considering that Rashford was in the right wing when starting, right? Lewandowski striker and Ferran at left wing. But the goal coming from the left side and Rashford was there and Ferran Torres was nowhere to be seen, right? Ferran Torres cannot be a striker. Ferran Torres cannot even do his job at the left wing. What's the point of Ferran Torres? Barcelona needs a striker, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who they need to bring, but they need to do it as soon as possible in the winter transfer market, in my opinion. As soon as that winter transfer market opens, you should be looking at Haaland's, you should be looking at a striker like Harry Kane, you should be looking at strikers like Isaac, you should have bought, obviously. That's what I said. If Barcelona signed a striker this season, they would be a very dangerous Barcelona. Thankfully they didn't, and thankfully they're still relying on Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. 2 inconsistent players in my opinion. And Barcelona fans, don't even give me any excuses saying that the referee was against you, ladies and gentlemen. Not getting one of the penalties or one of the chances, saying that it should have been a penalty for Barcelona. Let's be honest, man. Let's be genuinely honest. Even if you scored, even if you got a penalty in that situation and you scored, do you genuinely think that Barcelona deserved to win this game? Do you genuinely think that Barcelona even deserved to tie this game, man? The answer is no, man. The answer is genuinely no. And I want everyone to apologize, because people are saying that Lamine Yamal, him not being in a Barcelona team, Barcelona plays better. That is genuinely wrong. You saying that, oh, Rafinha is not the Ballon d'Or contender and Rafinha being at 5th is deserved. You are mistaken, my friend, because we are seeing the absence of Rafinha on that pitch, man. You telling me that, oh, Fermin Lopez is not that important. Now you see how important Fermin Lopez is after the performance as stinkers that Dani Olmo has been giving Barcelona. Sevilla had chance after chance after chance. I genuinely cannot believe that they only lost by 4-1 Barcelona, man, because Sevilla should have won this game by 7 goals, and I'm not even joking, man. And the fact that Barcelona fans, at least you guys are aware of it, man, saying that today we're playing like Man United. As a part Man United fan, I don't like that statement, please keep it to yourself. But anyways, this is easily Barcelona's worst performance in a long time. All the players except the goalkeeper are looking clueless. And I just want to give a big shout out to obviously Lamine Yamal's girlfriend, who put Lamine Yamal in yet another injury in that area. I don't know what's happening, man, but let me add one more mistake on why Barcelona lost this game. That is because Lamine Yamal cannot control himself. That is one of those mistakes. I'm genuinely not even joking. Him getting a girlfriend, all of a sudden he's getting injured on those areas. Like, what's happening here, man? That's that, ladies and gentlemen. You know, speaking about the number 4, obviously that is the total amount of seconds that Barcelona were on top of the table. That was good. And I'm going to end it on that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Now, obviously, anything can happen here. Last season, Barcelona went through a downfall as well, and we all know what happened. Domestic treble, obviously. But, obviously, there's another statistic that the last time Sevilla beat Barcelona was back in 2015, ladies and gentlemen. You know what happened in 2015? I'm going to let you guess. If that happens, I'm going to get depression. I'm depressed now, actually. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, international break is coming. We will post some videos, obviously. But that is it for now. Let's see what happens. Obviously, I cannot celebrate too early, but I will celebrate too early. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, like the video, comment down. I'll see every single comment. And gracias, amigos.